The reason why I want to be a leader at KIPP can kind of be split up into two buckets. The first is professional. I think professionally, KIPP as an organization really aligns with my professional goals to be a school leader, to have the opportunity to open my own school maybe eventually, and ultimately to hold high expectations for all students regardless of circumstances. So I think on the professional end, there's that side of why I want to be a leader at KIPP particularly. On the other side, there's the second bucket is more of a personal bucket. My experience with education has been one where education has really been something that's empowered me. I come from a family that necessarily didn't value education very much, to be honest. And through education, through the sort of second chances that education has been able to offer me personally, I've really come to see education as an integral part of who I am and something that I really believe in. I really believe in education's power to really unlock the future for our kids and make a difference in their lives on a deep and meaningful level, which ultimately will make a difference in their communities, which ultimately will make a difference in our country and the world at large. And I think KIPP is a organization that shares those same kind of beliefs and somewhere that I can be proud to work at and come to work every single day, even when things are tough, knowing that I deeply, truly believe in the mission of KIPP. As a new assistant principal, I think I brought a lot of strengths and a lot of growth areas this year. But I'd say the biggest strength that I brought as an assistant principal this year would be definitely just around organization and follow through. I think as a teacher, it's really easy to let things drop or to not be on time for things and to not turn things in on time, and a lot of people fall into that trap. But I think one of my biggest strengths is around organization, structure, creating systems, and really like rolling those systems out. And starting a new school, I've had a lot of opportunities to create systems such as like our demerit system, and like how do we track that and how do we log it, and our academic intervention and probation systems that I think have really allowed our school to hold kids accountable like across the board, as well as holding adults accountable. And I think the core strength that I have that allowed us to be successful, or me to be successful in that, was around organization and structure and follow through. Well, I have a lot of growth areas, but I'd say the biggest one this year, the one that would have the most impact if I could, move past or continue to grow in, would be around self-awareness. And when I'm talking about self-awareness, I mean more around being able to anticipate the perceptions of others when those, before I go into a meeting or before I have that interaction with an adult. So what I basically mean is there's been a couple moments this year where I've had a certain intention. For example, my intention might be to help a teacher with a parent-teacher conference, and they've perceived my actions as being something like almost the complete opposite. And so that growth area of being able to be more self-aware, to be able to anticipate and really see how people perceive my intentions or my actions or tone or words, I think would really make a huge difference in my development as a leader, especially as I continue to strive for like my long-term goal of school leadership. In terms of what excites me about leadership teams specifically, is that this has been like a really tough year. Opening a school has really high highs and really low lows. And I think what excites me so much about being on a leadership team is being able to take that time to step back, particularly in the summer, and ground myself in research-based theory about leadership and really reflect on where I am as a leader, who I want to be as a leader, like what are my core beliefs about leadership, and then reflect through feedback and collaboration with a bunch of like-minded peers about that. Like how can I, leverage my strengths? Like how can I leverage my love of learning, my organization to overcome or to move forward in areas of my of growth.